Okay, so are you ready for another Gogen? It's the 1st of December, properly in the winter now, and then we've got a Gogen here. My eyes are getting very bad at the moment, so it's hard for me to see, but I can just about. So below, so there's the B, so the E is going to be one of these three. So put it on that nexus there. Oh look, there's the L. So in fact, the E must be there, because otherwise we won't get to the L in time. So we've got the E already, cross it off. B, E, L, and we don't know where, but you know that the O is going to be around the L, so it's worth remembering that. Clump, C, L, no, Cox, C, O, well, we know, no, down, D, O, W, N, no, doesn't help. Fight, F, I, well, the I has got to be somewhere here, nothing, oh, and then the H, so the G will connect to the H and the T will connect to the H, so they're both on this nexus of 3 here. G to the H and then T coming out again. So remember that the T connects to the H, that might be useful because it's quite a common letter. Jowl, J, O, W, and there's the L. Well, we're really not getting that narrowed down. The W could be any one of these. The O could be any one of these. Ah, but didn't we say the O has to connect to the L? So therefore it can only be one of these two. Right? Right, indeedy. Lewd, L-E-W-D. L-E, no, nothing doing there. Quartile, Q. Well, the U has to get to the R, and whenever we have this, what I call a bow tie here, imagine this is like a bow tie, look, like that. It's like a little bow tie going across, like that. See that? Little bow tie. When you get this bow tie between two letters like that, Q-U-A-R, so where you've got two letters, the U, the first letter, must be on this nexus, and the A must be on this nexus. So always remember the bow tie, because you've only got 3 possible places for each letter when you have that bow tie situation. So Q-U-A-R, and then tile, T. The T has got to connect to the H. Do you remember that? And the I has to be up here, so but it doesn't really help us. But the I now we know must connect to the L. So the I is going to be one of these 3. And there's the E. So quartile. Sulky, S-U-L, well, the U to get it to the L, it's now narrowed down to these 2. It's no longer on this bow tie nexus. Look, we've only got 1 letter and we've nearly gone through them all, but it's surprising. Just all this information we're adding will help, and it will get us there. L-K-Y, the K must be. Look, we're already doing it. I'm going to go to black ink now because it's getting a bit messy here. The K's got to be here to get from the L to the Y. And the U we now had narrowed down to there, so that's got to be there. Okay? And I'm going to cross out these messes here with red ink. S-U-L-K-Y. So the S connects to this U. So that's another one to just have in the back of your head. The S connects to the U. Okay, let's carry on. Vocal. V-O. Ah, and look, it's one of these 2, so we know the O has got to be here. So let's cross off the O, and while we're at it, we'll cross off the U, and we'll cross off the K. Coming to you from the UK, incidentally. I'm in London here. Well, I'm near London. I'm in the countryside, but I'm near London on my boat. Vocal, V-O. Here's an A down here, look. How can we get to the A in time from the O? The only way is if the A is all the way back here, and we can put the C here. So we've got the C and A for vocal. V, cool. We actually have the word, so we can cross off the word itself now. Now then, below. And now look how much has happened just in those last couple of words. B-E-L-O and the W. What else was the W on? It was on jowl. It was on lewd. To get to lewd, E-W, and to get to jowl, O-W, is going to have to be in this little section here. W, so that was a neat one. So we've got below, haven't we? Or have we? B-E-L. Oh yes, of course we have, yes, below. And we've got the W, cross it off. Clump, C-L-U. It's going to either go this way MP or this way MP. But I don't see any other words with the M and the P in, so it's just going to be whichever of these two are left, that's where the M and the P are going to go, in that pair or that pair. Okay. Cox, C-O-X. The X is one of those. There's nothing else with an X in it, unfortunately. But it'll be just be whichever is left. Down. Down. So the D will be the other one, because that's the only other one that can get to the O. So D will, the D and the X are these two. Down. Oh, and the N's going to have to be there then, isn't it? For the D and the X to be there, so the N can only go there. And if the N is there, then our M and our P must, for clump, must be here, because we've deduced that already with the logic. I'm getting quite ahead with the logic this time, aren't I? So that means we've got clump and we've got the M and the P. And we've got the N. Yeah, cross that off. So this Cox and this D and the X here, the D must belong to another word that we can find other than down.
Powering off.
So lewd. Yeah, lewd, look. L-E-W. And the D has got to be that one. If the D is that one, then the X is that one. Which means, and we've got lewd, we've got D, and we've got X. There's the Cox. Down, there's down. Now we've gone on to fight. F-I, we deduced it was one of these three, so therefore it must be this one. And then G-H-T, so the G and the T are going to be these two. Let's just cross off the I quickly. So the G and the T are going to be these two, so find something else with the G and the T. Quartile, R-T, so the T must be there, and the G must be there for fight. F-I-G-H-T, cross off fight. We've got the G, we've got the T, and we may have Q-U-A-R-T-I-L-E. We've got quartile. Jowl, J-O-W-L, that's already automatically in there. Sulky, the S can only go here now for S-U-L, a K and a Y. And we're done. Very quick Gogen this week.